From the desk of Albert Nation in Nairobi, Kenya, welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to our conversational monologues, talking about different aspects and matters of life that affect and challenge each and every one of us in different ways. In many different ways today, what I want to talk about is just the idea that as we continue to live every single day, a lot of external factors and forces could tamper and interfere with the clarity of our own vision. Maybe based on upbringing, based on a marriage, based on a job that you lost, a physical inability or disability, or just different challenges that we are caused every single day as we go through our hustles and bustles of life. And so you might find that you've gotten yourself to a level whereby you clearly do not see where you are heading. You have no idea what will happen the next minute, the next hour, the next day, or even the next year. And I want to just tell us that not you are not alone, and that in many different ways we all demand to seek and see clarity of our lives. And nature has a lot to offer. Just like you saw, this was a morning when it was all foggy, and within just a difference of 2 hours, so much had opened up, as you're going to see, that changes and brings the vision to become more clear. And so, even for yourself, how have you sat back and looked at the things that block your vision? Did you at one point have a very clear mission and vision in life? Did anything oppose, challenge, crush that vision, and you have not been able to know how to get back on track? Well, it is not an impossibility. If you learn from the environment, if you learn from the things that happen around the natural earth, then you realize that we can all be able to turn back and seek to be transformed. Sit back and ask yourself, when did you lose your vision? When did your vision become blurry and you did not even have a clear strategy, objective, goals, and mission of what you want to achieve? Because we all go through this. Probably you started a big business that failed. You were hoping to go to a certain school to study certain course electives and you didn't do it. Maybe a parent died, or maybe your benefactors, you didn't have any more money to proceed with what you wanted to do. You had a plan and the plan backfired. We all have plans that backfire. We all have strategies that do not achieve the intended objective. But if you continue opening your eyes to a wider vision, sitting back and realigning yourself with your purpose, life begins to become more clear. So how often do you point yourself to the direction of where you want to go? Do you recalibrate, sit back and find your true north? Do you even know how to be able to find your true north? Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this conversation, we are talking about how to refocus, recalibrate, and refine your purpose. Because without getting this, and age does not matter, you might get to a certain point and you say, I'm already too old to find direction. So do you prefer to be too old to keep on getting lost into the abyss? Nope, I guess that is not the direction anybody wants to go. At any point when immediately you discover that you are lost, the best strategy is to stop. Don't keep going. You've heard that you keep digging yourself into a hole. When you fall into the hole, find the quickest way to get out of it. But many times we find that we dig more holes to try and cover another hole. And ultimately, the entire place would come crumbling. So even in life, it is possible to do that. We have suffered when you went into debt, took one loan after another, borrowed money to sort out more problems, and not to invest, not to diversify, not to grow. And you found yourself totally stuck in the mix of a hard, difficult life. All of us go through that. Many people sometimes don't. But if you have been there, the most important thing is that the next day is always pregnant with hope. As you saw, the fog has just gone away. The sun has risen. And now we are seeing more clear what we could not even see from exactly the same position that we were. And this is true of our own lives. And so today I just wanted to say, have you stopped or are you still digging? Have you decided to find your true north? And so, how do you find your true north? Sit back and ask yourself very deep, brutal questions. When did I fall from the heights? What made me lose direction? Who helped me to not see the thing I needed to see? Which people came into my life that made me go into this direction? What exactly happened that crushed the that I had? You have to sit down, analyze, and clearly understand what decision you made, at what point you made it, that made you lose your purpose. And if you do this, you have to start retracting on these steps. Is it people who came into your life? Did you go and enjoy life more than you should have? Did you make financial decisions that you should not have? Did you run into excitement based on social media influences that you should not have? And are you going deeper and deeper into such situations? Or are you finding solutions to turn back the hands of time and start again powerfully? Because remember, as it was said, that nobody can go back and create a new ending, but we all can turn back and start a new beginning. Because you can start. Everybody does start. People do succeed at different levels. But trust me, you must get onto the right lane. What are you driving? What speed do you have to grow? And today, I just wanted to inspire you, just like I inspire myself, that it is time to refocus. Know the right tools and equipment, meet the right people who can help you to shift your life. Because if you don't understand it, you cannot change it. If you don't measure it, you cannot manage it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, even as the sun rises and sets, all that I want to say is that it is possible to start again. And so nature teaches us so much. Find a cool, solitary place, meditate, look at yourself again, understand your habits, understand your behaviors, understand your fears, understand your skills and your strengths. And trust me, take that path onto the salvation that your life desperately needs. We are all able to crash, but we all have the capacity and the capability to stop giving excuses and to get to move in the right direction. Well, and so like you have heard, we all have the capacity and ability to be able to turn our lives around. So sit back, change. Change is where it all begins. Change your mindset, change your attitude, change your friends, change your knowledge, change your education, change. Because it is easy to get stuck in a comfort zone. What kind of a comfort zone is this? I am used to staying here. This is the only rent I can afford. I am used to having these friends. They are the ones who understand me. They are the ones who know the challenges I go through. I'm more comfortable with them. I'm used to being in this country. This is how I talk. This is how, and you can constantly tell yourself, this is where my comfort zone is. But does your comfort zone change your life? Are you willing to totally and brutally be honest with yourself to shift things, shift gears, and start a new way? Trust me, if those friends are not adding value to your life, then you are devaluing them. You are not doing each other any favor. Shift, change, transform, and start again. Because this is what the sun does to the fog. Unless the sun comes out in strength, in fire, the fog does not go away. The clarity does not come. So, what is burning your transformation? Fuel it and go after it. The decision rests purely and solely at your table. Start the change process today. Move and get into a better life. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. See you again in the next video. I hope that you get to transform yourself and change your attitude in every single way. For that is what life has to offer. Let me know if this helps you, impacts you, and transforms you. Like, share, and move.